Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a filing so interesting it involves movie deals, loans, and possibly more drama than the films themselves. Before we jump in, if you dig getting the real story behind the corporate speak, smash that subscribe button and join our Discord linked below. It's where we chat about all things business. Let's get to it. We're looking at a report from BuzzFeed filed because something important happened. Their subsidiary, a company called 2X Plan Partners, borrowed money. The filing tells us that this subsidiary got a loan agreement with Bondit LLC, a lender for $522 million. I'll say it again, that's million with an M. Now that full commitment wasn't just wired into their account, they're only getting $4.6 million in cash. The rest, $0.6 million, is going straight to Bondit LLC for different expenses. Think of it kind of like taking out a mortgage where some of the money immediately goes to fees. So where's this cash going? The money is to fund the costs of making a feature film. All $5.2 million must be paid back using contracts with third parties for distribution rights, as well as expected production tax credits. Simply put, this loan will be repaid based on what they get from selling the movie, and tax breaks specifically $2.6 million is due in March of the following year, then $2.4 million in August, and a final lira $2 million in a final taint. For a full dollar in year, then $2.4 million in August and a final doll. $0.23 en Vorsh ev dollar Twin Indelens in September. Interestingly, the lender has the option, but they don't have to give even more funding if the borrower asks or if there's some kind of problem with the loan. It's like having a line of credit with potential for more if things get tight. Here's where it gets real. Bondit LLC has what's called a first priority secured lien on pretty much everything the borrower owns. This means that if things go south, Bondit gets paid first from any assets the borrower has, like properties, cash, equipment, and even intellectual property. This part is all about what could make the loan go bad. There are many reasons this loan could default. This includes missing payments, not keeping up insurance, breaking any rules in the loan agreement, or suspending business operations. It also mentions insolvency, which is when the borrower can't pay its debts, and it says, failing principal photography for the feature film in accordance with the cash flow schedule. If any of these things happen and aren't fixed, the lender can demand the whole loan back immediately. This section is not new information, but refers back to the first item. It basically says all the details from the previous section about the loan are also relevant here. It's a standard way filings ensure they cover all bases. Now, onto some important disclaimers. The report includes what are called forward-looking statements. This means that anything that seems like a prediction about the future comes with a lot of risk. These predictions are based on what the company thinks will happen, but a lot of things can change. They even list a lot of words that can indicate a forward-looking statement, like anticipate, believe, expect, and estimate. Basically, if you see these words, remember that it's more of a guess than a guarantee. This section is there to say past performance is not a guarantee of future expectations. The report then talks about all the things that could go wrong, which they also are legally required to do. The first are macroeconomic factors, like if the economy gets worse, if there are government shutdowns, and if things get tense between countries. And then there are all sorts of specific risks. The competition is doing trends in digital media. If people want their products and changes in the business world, they talk about needing more money in the future and all the legal and government rules that can change. There is also benefits about the restructuring and our success divesting of companies' assets or brands we sell, or in integrating and supporting the companies we acquire. It's the report also points out that anything could happen with new platforms, new social media, things people invent, their technology, and retaining or recruiting new people. Also, if they have any problems with their third-party restructuring and our success divesting of companies' assets or brands we sell, or in integrating and supporting the company's assets, or brands we sell, or in integrating and supporting the company's actual results a lot. The report reminds everyone that there are more risks listed in their regular filings with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. If one of these risks happens, or if the company's guesses are wrong, the real results could be very different from what they said in these forward-looking statements. Finally, someone at BuzzFeed has to sign the report to say it's all true to the best of their knowledge. In this case, it was Jonah Peretti, the Chief Executive Officer, signing off that the report is accurate. Now, let's zoom out and think about what this means for BuzzFeed. On one hand, securing funding for content creation is a good thing, especially in the competitive media landscape. Without content, content-based companies are nothing. On the other hand, taking out loans, especially with secured liens like this, can be risky because that means they are giving up assets for money. If we think of it with first perspective, it means they can make more content. If the movie is a hit, it's great news. If not, they'll have to pay the loan somehow. A major risk is whether they can actually sell the movie rights and get tax credits to pay off the loan. Delays in production, poor reception of the film, or changes in the tax laws could all prevent them from being able to pay this loan off. Also, the content they produce is tied to whether or not the film becomes popular and whether or not their business does good. So that's the breakdown of BuzzFeed's latest filing. What do you think? Is this a smart move to fund content or a risky bet? Chime in with your thoughts in the comments. If this breakdown was helpful, give us a like and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.